Today you'll be starting up your collage for your surrealism unit, and you'll have until Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. to finish your collage. So you have a good 3 to 4 days to work on this, although some of you are going to just cruise and enjoy it a lot. Your collage, as you may see in your Google Classroom instructions, will have a couple components to the composition. You need a background, so mine's the beach. You need an animal, the cow, and me. You need some sort of food and an inanimate object. So I have the clock. Also included goggles. You can have as much as you want beyond this, but those are the basics. Your collage should not make sense at first glance, but it shouldn't be so random. And again, you can look at the other instructions I have for this, for the day's work. But right now, this is the starting point, or the end point, so you know what I'm looking for. First thing you want to do is obviously find all the images that you think you might want in your project. And for time reasons, I am not going to demonstrate how to do it because you already know how to make pings. But you'll notice that I made a burger ping, and I made the ping for the goggles and the ties and a grasshopper, which I didn't end up using, the cow, myself, various clocks. So tennis ball, which I didn't end up using. Anywho, today might just be looking for so many images and turning them to ping and then save them to your folder. Tomorrow, or the next day, whenever you decide to work, is when you could put your collage together. You can do an internet search for your collage, but you can also just, go through the stock search. So let's say, for example, I want my story to take place in the jungle. And there you go. You've got lots of images to work from. So let's just pick this one. And you say new. Yep. And then after this, you just start opening up all your images. So I already have a lot of them made. So let's say that I do the grasshopper this time. And you want to say add to current. So they're going to open up in their own layers. Okay, so look at this grasshopper. He's awesome. So make sure you have your arrow tool and you can start creating your story. Please make sure you pay attention to the criteria of the unit. You will not get an A if you don't play around with depth and space. So this grasshopper seems logical to be there. And then I can also use my paint tools. Get rid of, so it looks like the grasshopper is actually interacting with the world that it's in. So I can just make it look like it's behind the tree trunk and so forth. It should not look like that you just randomly placed in things. It needs to work together. Even though it's surrealism, it still has to look logical. So then I would do a little more editing to make it look nice. But there's something, and then I could change the color. I mean, you guys know all kinds of things to do now. Okay. The next thing you want to do is just start opening up everything. So I'm going to open up a lot of images at once. So I will pick up the burger, and then the control, pick up a clock, a tennis ball. Even though this is going to be stupid and I will not save it, but I'm going to add it to the current. See how they all go on their own layer? So again, build a story. And one of the elements of surrealism is that you have repetition of things. So it makes sense to duplicate layers that you know you want to use the same image for. Now just because you want to repeat certain things doesn't mean it has to be the same object. It could be a tennis ball, but maybe a different tennis ball. So, or if you're going to do 3 grasshoppers, they don't have to be the same grasshopper. In fact, that's kind of boring. But for time reasons, I am just going to do this. Okay. All right, so again, you're just going to build your collage. So start off with the background of your choice. Either get it off the internet or go into stock photographs from this program. And then you open up all the pings that you made yesterday or today, whenever you do it. and then start putting your collage together. Read the instructions. Again, I am going to be kind of picky as far as who gets A's and who just gets B's or B minuses. C's, you would really have to just be lazy with your approach. That's it for this tutorial. It should be a lot of fun. Play with depth and space. Try to think if you could tell a story. Look at the examples I provided you. And this is due on Monday, 8 a.m. So you have plenty of time to create something pretty funky and fun. All right. Have a good time.